Shalom Aleichem and welcome to the DHC, the Daily Halachic Corner. When you invite a guest to your Shabbos table and your wife and your daughters love singing the Shabbos Zemirot, are they allowed to sing in front of a foreign guest, a male, or are you supposed to tell them, my daughters, my wife, please, you're not allowed to sing while we have a guest here? The Shulchan Aruch in part Even HaEzer, chapter 21, section 1 says that Kol B'isha irva, which means that a male is not allowed to hear another woman singing unless she is very close family, like a wife, a daughter, a granddaughter, his mother, his grandmother. If she is another woman who is not one of those mentioned, he is not allowed to hear her singing. It is forbidden. What about singing Shabbos Zemirot? The Zemirot are holy songs. Does it apply also to Shabbos Zemirot? Most sages hold there's no difference. Among them, Responsa as Nidbaru, part 9, chapter 59, Responsa Tzitz Eliezer, part 14, chapter 7, and more on. According to them, there is no difference, and therefore, when you have male guests at your Shabbos table, you will have to tell your wife and your daughters not to sing the Shabbos Zemirot, even if they sing them together in many voices. But in response to Sridei Esh by Rabbi Yechiel Weinberg of blessed memory, part 1, section 77, he says that the Yakis custom, the custom of Austrian and German Jews, was that when a woman is singing Shabbos Zemirot, specifically Shabbos Zemirot, and someone else is singing with her, for example, her husband or her father, there's no problem for another male to hear her voice, because he's not only hearing her voice, he's hearing two voices mingled together. So what does this mean practically? If you are of Yakis origin and your custom is that even though they're guests, your wife and your daughters can sing Shabbos Zemirot, you have no problem whatsoever to have male guests at your Shabbos table. But if you hold according to the other sages, which are most of the sages, who say that when you have male guests who are not close family members at your Shabbos table, your wife and your daughters are not allowed to sing the Shabbos Zemirot, be very thoughtful should you invite guests to your home, because it is more important to give your wife and your daughters a good feeling, especially if they love singing the Shabbos Zemirot, than having guests. So you are allowed to have guests occasionally, but don't overdo it, because you're not allowed to cause your wife or your daughters grief by forbidding them to sing in front of a male guest. Until our next corner, may the blessing of the Torah be upon you. Amen.